And I was talking to my mentor, and they said, well, that's kind of a silly idea. Like, why don't you start before you start? Okay, friends, let's get to this awesome content. This is a webinar that me and my great marketing professional, Jason Call, did a couple weeks ago. We do these live webinars for free every other Tuesday in our Facebook group called the Handyman Journey Mastermind group on Facebook. So if you're not part of that, there's a link to that in the description below. Get involved in that. We also have another super awesome Facebook group that is geared towards business owners and business builders. It is a private Facebook group geared towards people wanting to grow their handyman business, specifically with employees. So if you're interested in that, leave me a comment below. I will get you some information for that. But without any further ado, let's get to this awesome content by Jason Call. And like always, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more awesome content. Thank you all and enjoy this content.
Best first tips for starting a business: create a Google My Business and your basic profiles. That's like even before I would focus on, you know, posting every day on Facebook. Take the time to set up your foundation. You know, get a Google My Business, create your free profiles like Yelp, Angie's List, Houzz, BBB has free profiles. You can get a free website through Google My Business. Just like really basic stuff that you can start a business with. Like, you know, it takes time, but get the foundation built before you start looking at like, I'm going to post every day to Facebook. Because having that foundation built, it adds up over time. Gives you, and it sends search engines more signals of like your business because you're listed in more places, same name, same address, same phone number, same website. So build that foundation. That would be my tip for digital marketing, starting a business. Get your foundation built and reach out to your personal network, like Alan mentioned. You know, when you start a business, the first place you should tap into is friends, family in the area. Say, hey, I'm starting a handyman service. If you guys could please, like, if you have any work that needs done, I'd love the opportunity to help. And if you know anybody, please, you know, tag my Facebook page, you know, get your business cards, some sales flyers, you know, print it out. Print marketing goes a long way, especially when you're first starting. And I mean, Alan was just telling me, he still puts out yard signs. Like he's just out there, like sticking the yard sign in, like, you know, that's important stuff. That's not digital marketing, but it's really it's a good tip for kind of getting your name out there.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, one thing on that is, you know, so for us, right, we started full-time January 1st of 2017. But our business started well before that. So when we knew that we were going to be starting full-time, we went ahead and ramped everything up so that we would be prepared to hit the ground running. I remember I was going to, so full-time first date was January 1st, 2017. And I was saying to myself that day, January 17th, I'm going to just hit the ground running. I'm going to go door to door. I'm going to hand out business cards. I'm going to see if people need stuff repaired, right? And I was talking to my mentor, and they said, well, that's kind of a silly idea. Like, why don't you start before you start? And I'm like, wow, well, that's an interesting thought. So what they encouraged me to do was just to work my butt off the month of December when I still worked at my prior job. So every night, every weekend, I worked my butt off to try and gain a customer base so that when I went full-time in January, I could hit the ground running with actual work rather than just hoping to get work, right? So when I went into January 1st, I had a full week's worth of work already booked, right? So I was booking full-day jobs in December for January 1st when I would go full-time, right? So prepare yourself, right? So we got a few guys that maybe they are out because of injury right now, right? And they are waiting to heal up so that they could start back into their business. But while you're healing up, use that time for your advantage and use that time to actually gain, get jobs, book appointments so that when you start full-time, you're actually making money the first day that you start rather than just trying and hoping for money. Does that make sense? So that would be my first tip, is start before you start. And you could start with things like this. Create a Google My Business. You could get business cards. You could get yard signs made. You could send out mailers. You could do all these things without actually having a full 8 hours to devote to your handyman business. You could do this stuff in the nights and the weekends while you're still working at your part-time job.